Hey y'all, welcome to A Little Unlight. Today we're going to be working out in the garden. Today we are going to fill up one of our 4 raised beds. If you missed that video, we are building a raised bed garden. Getting these boxes built has taken so much more time than it should. Mostly because we kept breaking the little drill bits, and every time we went out there, we would only get 3 or 4 screws in before we broke all of our bits. We did figure out that if we just slow down and put them in really slowly, that it seems to work a lot better. Anyways, because of that, it took forever to get the boxes finished. Now that they're finished, we're gonna fill up at least the first one today. So I'm actually out here in the barn because I'm grabbing some of these bags here. Most of our feed is from FRM. We're not sponsored or anything. It's relatively local to us, and my husband gets a really good price on it because of his work. So FRM is what we go with. And added bonus, they come in paper bags. So we have lots and lots of paper bags because I have saved every bag we have ever had. And we're gonna use that as the very bottom layer of our garden. Okay, so I'm sitting out here and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna use those FRM bags. So we have all of these paper bags, which I specifically saved for this purpose. Here is the very bottom layer of our garden bed. We've got some old FRM bags. This is some old pressed board that was just rotting, so we put it down here. We have started filling up the bed with our chicken compost slash manure. This has not been aged, so I'm not planting directly in this. We do plan to buy some soil to put on the very top, but you know, that can be kind of expensive and we're on a tight budget here. So we're gonna use as much as we can from around the property to fill it up, and then if we need it, we'll add a top layer of purchased compost. We're gonna do the best we can to fill up the beds in layers from things we already have here on the farm. One of those layers is in the chicken pen, and then another layer is right here, underneath the rabbits. Under here we have got a bunch of rabbit manure and old hay that's fallen through their cages, and it's just been sitting here and building up ever since we got the rabbits up here. So lots of this. Rabbit manure, if you don't know, is a cold manure, so it will not burn your plants. It can go right in your garden. Just another reason, if you needed one, to get meat rabbits. Another resource from around the farm that we're going to utilize in our garden beds is this. Lots and lots of dry fallen leaves. Jerry brought a leaf blower out and he made this nice big pile. So we're going to rake this up onto a tarp and then take it up to be used in the garden. The next resource that we're going to use in the garden is here in our chicken run. We have been adding in dry leaves and spent hay and all kinds of stuff into their run so that they can till it up and turn it into compost for us. So with trying to get all of the compost out of the run, Jerry was like, hey, why don't we just let the chickens out? Because we haven't let them out here because, you know, they haven't been here that long. And I wasn't sure if they would actually come back to the coop. So now they're all out and we will see this evening if they come back. We have our third layer of stuff in here. We went paper and then chicken compost, and then we put a bunch of dried leaves in. Now we're gonna go get the rabbit compost to put on the top and hopefully weigh all of this down. In hindsight, probably should have reversed it and put the leaves and then the compost, but whatever. So instead of using our tiny wheelbarrow, we're actually just gonna shovel onto this tarp and pull it into the front yard. I did that with the leaves and that worked a lot better. Okay, well, we got the rabbit manure compost stuff on there. That was a little more difficult than I thought, but it was a lot cleaner and we didn't have to do near as many trips. Come here. Hey, pretty cat. How you doing, Jules? Okay, well, that first bed is pretty much full. We are gonna go buy some compost to put on top from a local company, but this is all we're doing today. So that's that. If you would like to get to know us on a little bit more personal of a level, a great place to do that is on Instagram. I post there daily. If not an actual post, then I'm updating our story constantly. It's a great place to see things as they're happening instead of on YouTube where there's a little bit of a delay. If you liked hanging out in our little corner of YouTube today, please consider liking, sharing, or commenting down below. This just tells the YouTube algorithm that you liked what you saw today, and it should show our video to other people. And it's, really non-committal. You don't have to come back, there's no strings attached, you're good. Now, if you feel like committing to us, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. That just means you're gonna get a little pop-up on your phone that tells you when we put out new videos. I am really excited about this new gardening year and, actually having a garden, a big one for the first time. So, getting this done today was just warming my heart. So, thanks for hanging out with us today. Until we meet again, bye y'all.